Oprah, the cast of Friends.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it yet. Want to take a minute?
Their first farewell interview.
When you revealed your addiction, was it hard to see a friend in trouble? When this is all done, do you want to go home and have babies?
Desperately.
The cast of Friends say goodbye.
He's the guy you want, like, if you get in a fight in a bar, he's the guy you want with you.
And Jennifer, who is just one big throbbing heart to me.
A backstage tour, what you don't see on TV. Next.
How cool! Hello! Woo! We're here. Okay. How cool. This is it. The last season, the end of an era. I'm standing on the actual set of one of the biggest television shows in history. Friends! Okay. And so this is Central Perk, the famous coffee shop where every Thursday night for 10 whole years we've all hung out with Rachel and Chandler, Monica and Joey and Phoebe and Ross. And today in their first farewell interview, the cast of Friends says goodbye. Please welcome Jennifer Aniston, Matthew Perry, Courtney Cox, David Schwimmer, Lisa Kudrow, and Matt LeBlanc. Really thrilling to be here. Thrilling to see all of you guys here. What do you think the finale week is going to be like?
I think that Jennifer probably won't be able to breathe because she starts crying. I think she started crying the first day we got here this year. And
did you?
I'm crying right now.
You're crying right now over the thought of it. Yeah.
And I think that it'll be the most emotional week we'll probably ever go through ever.
It's hard to believe it was only 10 years ago when we first introduced to Phoebe, Rachel, Monica, Ross, Joey, and Chandler. I met the cast back in '95 when the Friends frenzy was just starting.
I want to know how your newfound fame has changed your personal lives.
Not at all.
Really, Jennifer, anything?
Yeah,
Nothing?
I haven't felt, I still just go to work every day, and the only
you don't
difference
feel it
is
yet.
I don't get it as much as these guys. I don't know why. I haven't been bombarded by people, and I don't feel it has changed my life that much.
Is that the hair that everybody has? That was the Rachel?
Yeah, for some reason. It was circular.
Who do you think is going to be consoling whom when the final week comes? Who will be the biggest consoler in the group here?
I think we'll all be really consoling each other. And Jennifer's, this is the last bagel I'm going to eat on the second day of rehearsal. There's a lot of that stuff. So.
Sure that all the girls, all of you all eat lunch together still every day?
Yeah.
Yeah, every day for 10 years? And is it true that you order the same thing every day for 10 years?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That salad?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so tired of the salad, but it's just easier just to say, oh, I'll just take whatever she's having. Yeah. It's just easier sometimes.
And what is the salad?
It's a Cobb salad.
Every day, the same thing?
Yeah. I'm a creature of habit.
Creature of habit.
But, we change it up on Thursdays and Fridays, actually.
Yeah. We throw some onions in there.
Mix it up a little bit. Hey!
Yeah. I wanted to ask you all this. I have a bunch of questions about who is. Okay. Who's going to have the hardest time, do you think, on the final taping day? The hardest time? Jennifer.
No, because she's getting it out now.
I'm going to be stellar that night.
Okay.
I think Maddie may have a hard time.
The last night here will be really tough.
It will be tough for you. Who is the funniest? Who is the funniest?
Matthew Perry?
Matthew Perry.
Oh, I don't know about that.
As far as being the funniest person, not necessarily on camera, it's definitely Matthew Perry.
Definitely Matthew Perry. Okay.
Not on camera.
Okay.
Not on camera.
I mean,
Not when he's on camera.
Just on his own, without writers or anything, he's the funniest person from the time he wakes up to the time he goes to bed that I think I've ever met.
Okay. Who's the most serious?
Probably David.
Don't look at me.
That guy.
Probably David.
That guy. David is. Who's the most emotional?
Jennifer.
Who's the best advice giver?
Courtney.
Oh, Courtney.
Courtney.
And Lisa.
Courtney.
Courtney and
Okay.
Lisa.
Okay. Who's the person most likely to borrow $20?
Matthew.
That's a true story.
Okay. Who's the person most likely to be late?
Me and Jennifer.
Yeah, okay. Who's the person you call in the middle of the night if you? Who's the person you would call in the middle of the night if you were thrown in jail?
Courtney.
LeBlanc?
Matt LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
Courtney?
Because
Don't
LeBlanc
wake me up.
Don't wake you up. Okay. Who's the biggest flirt?
Oh, wow.
Everybody.
The two Matts.
Matthew.
Yeah, I think everybody. I think we stopped flirting with each other.
Haven't.
Well, you know, to the extent that I was in the beginning. Because at some point you just realize you don't have a shot.
Okay. Who's the most stubborn?
Swimmer.
Who would win first prize at a karaoke contest?
Courtney.
Courtney.
Definitely Courtney.
Has a machine at her house.
Not
Has a
because I'm good,
stage.
because I like it so much. Matthew would probably win for singing.
Okay. Who's changed the most in the past 10 years? Who has changed the most that you have noticed?
The camera just went to me. I certainly, I suppose, have had, you know, well-documented ups and downs in the last 10 years.
Yeah. All right, David, do me a favor and describe each cast member in ways that we wouldn't know.
LeBlanc I've always thought of as like blue collar, like show up every time, every day, on time, gives 100%, always got your back. He's the guy you want, like, if you get in a fight in a bar, he's the guy you want with you. You know what I mean? And just in terms of...
I could kick some ass, Oprah, let me tell you.
Bottom line, yeah.
It's just kind of strange, you know, we have these really rich, full characters to hide behind. To sit here with it as ourselves is really kind of nerve-wracking.
Is it? Yeah. Would Joey be having a better time, do you
Oh,
think?
he'd probably hit on you.
That's kind of fun. Okay, continue, David.
Well, Lisa's got the most unpredictable comic timing and instincts. Like, she'll constantly surprise you, and probably herself, which is a real gift.
Is that true? Lisa,
it's a
you
real
surprise
gift.
yourself sometimes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah?
She's also, well, you know, she's a knockout. I love her hair right now, don't
Thank
you?
you.
Well, Court has, most people may not know this, but she's just got the most generous heart of anyone you will ever know. Seriously, you rock. Matthew, hysterical. Some of the best lines are off camera when it's not, you know, when there's no camera rolling. Jen, she amazes me. Also a very generous, warm person. Just always puts the other person first, and I think it's a gift.
I feel the love here. I feel the love. I really do. I really do, amongst all of you. Okay, that's fantastic. Later, marriage and babies. The Friends' lives off TV, and coming up... Oh, God, I have something else. It is an emotional day.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it yet.
Stay tuned. On the actual set of the hit show Friends, and it's the final season, and all of the stars we've come to know and love are giving their first farewell interview. I want to ask, who do you, Jennifer, who do you most want Rachel to end up with?
Oh, I'll start crying.
Come on.
Well, I mean, God, that's a tough... Well, I think if you go back to the beginning, you know, I think everybody's had a special place for Ross and Rachel.
Everybody. Are you getting a little misty over this?
It just made me think about the episode with the first kiss and all these, so much history between.
So much history.
Between the two.
Do you have your favorite friends moment?
I'm sure we all have moments that we love, but in the gag reel there was one thing where LeBlanc kept running in and tripping, and we had to do take after take after take, and finally he got it right, and then Matt Perry came in and tripped. I mean, those are moments that not necessarily make it to a show.
So your
but
favorite moment is when I fall down?
No, okay, let's go through your favorite Friends moments. We all have ours. I mean, I think the birth of Emma for me, pretty big, yeah.
That was a good
was
moment.
that for you?
I loved that moment, yeah. That whole season, I think I loved. Also, the first kiss with Ross and Rachel, I loved.
First kiss with Ross and Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh, I like the way you refer to them as Ross and Rachel.
Yeah, they're other people.
They're other people. Okay, Courtney, favorite moment, favorite friend moment.
Well, I mean, the favorite one for me to play or be a part of was when I asked Chandler to marry me.
Oh. Matthew?
I agree with Courtney. That scene when we decided to get married is up there for me.
Up there for you?
Yeah.
Lisa?
For me personally, my favorite was singing with Chrissy Hine.
Oh.
I loved that scene. That was fun.
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
Better. Yeah, much better. Good. And you know what? Don't feel bad because it's a hard song.
Me next?
Yes.
I don't know if my favorite Friends moment is on camera. I would have to say maybe the huddle backstage. I think it's, you know what I mean? It's like stuff between the scenes for me is really, really great. You know, these are 5 awesome people.
And what do you think you're going to make? Because you're going to go on. Joey's going to go on. Joey's going to have his own series, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
So, will it be as bittersweet for you, or will you be already thinking about moving on and how to create the next thing?
It feels very strange to really think about that in a like kind of a gung-ho way without closure here. You know, so I really want to enjoy the closing of this before I really go on. Without having closure here, it doesn't feel right. I feel kind of like betraying. It's like I feel afraid. You know, it's like, well, you guys are coming, right? You know, I had a funny pitch for the title. I wanted to call it "Where the Hell Is Everyone?"
I like that title.
Didn't fly.
They didn't go for that.
No.
So none of the characters that we've come to know through Friends are going to like even pass through Joey or know Joey or?
I would love it. Yeah, sure. Maybe you can help me talk him into
Yeah. Come by every now and then. Okay, Jen, can you tell us about each of your castmates?
Oh. Hi, Manny.
Hi, honey.
Well, what people may not know about Matthew Perry is that he's probably one of the most sensitive people, as well as being funny and a genius. He's also
He's a genius too.
and yeah,
Genius.
he's very smart. He played besides tennis. I think you speak French.
Un peu.
Un peu. And he's a really strong, supportive, dear friend. And Courtney, I just love you so much. She's just been there for me in a lot of ways, and she's really is the most dependable and loyal and funny as all get out. I mean, she just cracks me up constantly. Schwimmy Schwimster is we have a lot of history. He's all right. No, again, really smart and helps me figure out things that I don't understand. But he's really, I can be really honest with David and speak my mind, and I really appreciate you letting me do that. Oh, God, I got something else.
No, you're almost done. You're almost done. You're okay. Yeah, you're okay.
Seriously.
Yeah, okay, no, really. Okay. Okay, want to take a minute? Okay.
What do you think of all of us, Oprah?
I like you so so much. It's gonna be bittersweet. I don't know what is NBC gonna do? I'm thinking, okay, what are they gonna do with that time slot? It's gonna feel a little empty.
Joey.
Same time slot. Same time slot. Yeah. Okay. Well then.
Depending how it goes today.
Well, okay. I appreciate that you feel this deeply about each other. I really do. I'd always
gotten to those two yet.
I know. I know. I'm waiting.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it yet. Let's do on to something else.
Okay. Take a break. Deep breath. Isn't this endearing? No, really, I do. I'm very moved by it. I know. I'm really moved by it. All right. Can you finish now?
Yes, I can. Dearest Lisa Kudrow, who's also one of the most talented actresses, and I've learned so much from you as a comedian. Unbelievable, but a dramatic actress that knocks your socks off. And just basically being one of the most loving, and with these girls, what we've gained from each other and taught each other and watched each other get married and just lived through so much and so unconditional, you know. And I think she's amazing. I love you. And Matt LeBlanc is just, you know, the best big brother, young big brother. You are older than me, just a little bit. You know, I feel so protected by Matty, and he's talk about somebody who can read me a mile. I know I seem obvious, but
She's actually very happy right now. You know, crying like a baby.
I see him staring at me, giving me this look, and then he just walks over to me and he says, "Come here, sit down, talk to me. What's going on?" And he just gets you to lose it if there's something to lose, or figure something out. And he's just amazing, and one of the most loving, dearest, loving, funny, and inspiring. I love you.
I can tell. Can't you tell right now? This is going to be a rough week. The last week is going to be very tough here.
Later, I wanted to show you how romantic our bedroom is.
The cast of Friends take me on a behind-the-scenes tour. What do you think you guys are going to take from the set? And next, the true story behind their multi-million-dollar salary negotiations. Stay tuned. Producers Kevin Bright, Marta Kaufman, and David Crane have a big job ahead of them, writing the farewell episode of Friends.
Right now, we're figuring out how the show is going to end.
It'll be funny.
Yeah.
It'll be sweet.
And hopefully it'll also be a little bit sad.
The three of us are just focused on bringing Friends to a satisfying ending.
What we know is we want them to be happy and okay so that we all feel good about saying goodbye.
And when they tried to tell the cast what they mean to them, words didn't come easy.
You dream of an opportunity like this, and to have 10 years of working with people who can do anything has been just the greatest joy.
I've learned so much from you in so many ways. We at least owe you one promise, and that will be we will never do a reunion movie.
It's been the best 10 years of my life.
Okay, so when it's all done, we've had our last tears, and you're now home, and it's that first week. What will you be doing?
Calling the Joey Show.
Calling the Joey Show.
Do you need a sarcastic friend?
Matthew, it's your time to tell me about all of your friends.
Maddie's a great kisser.
Oprah.
Maddie's the kind of guy that, you know, just has your back more than, you know, he's, you know, somebody wrongs you, he's right there with a baseball bat ready to go. Not that he's a mafioso guy,
but he told us earlier he can kick ass.
No, but he really is just the quintessential good guy. And Lisa, I think Lisa's one of the true original comedians. David is the ultimate team player. I like to say about this, you know, it's very well publicized that you know, we did all these, you know, silly negotiations and all this stuff together. In all
so we all picture all of you going in as you know, as a group.
Yeah, I don't know if any of us actually went like this.
Yeah.
But at the beginning, certainly, David was the guy. David was he got the first movie, he got the first thing. David was the guy. And he was the one who suggested that we all go in and negotiate as a team when he could have, you know, gone and negotiated for the most...
As the guy.
As the guy.
Yeah.
So he came into my dressing room and he said, I think we should all do this as a team. And I went, okay, idiot. So I will, I'll never forget David for that. And Courtney, who I just love, and I love Courtney. And I've just seen Courtney, you know, Courtney's life just become kind of exactly the way that Courtney's wanted her life to be, and that makes me very happy. And Jenny, you know, Jenny's a really hard worker. You know, Jenny, while being very sweet and stuff, has had some stuff in her life that she's had to address, and she just has, you know. And so right in front of all of our eyes, I've watched Jen blossom into just this beautiful woman.
Thank you, Annie.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Coming up, Brad Pitt guest stars on Friends. Why was Jennifer so nervous? The inside story next.
Can you please keep the chicken and the turkey and everything on the other side of the table? The smell is just ugh.
Typical.
I'm sorry, what?
I said it was typical. Typical of you. Rachel Green, Queen Rachel, does whatever she wants in little Rachel land.
When Brad was on, was that hard for you?
Yes. Not in a way of like, oh God, this is hard. But I was so nervous for him.
For him.
He was so nervous. Maddie and Schwimmer, we were waiting off what is it when it's you haven't entered yet? Off stage. Thank you. For his first entrance, and he kept saying, I'm going to mess up my line, I'm going to mess up my first line. And we were like, no, you're not going to mess up your first line. And he went through the door, and we all looked at each other, and we were like, he's going to mess up his first line. And sure enough, he did. But he had to, I think. He had to get that out.
To get that out.
But it was, so we were all nervous.
Yeah, but he didn't expect, he opened the door and he's standing there and everybody went ballistic that it was him standing there. So I think he got kind of thrown.
I don't think he expected that.
Yeah.
Lisa,
Oh.
tell us about your castmates.
Well, I mean, there's a running theme with all of them for me. They're all so trustworthy and dependable, which is a very big deal. But Matt, it's what everybody has said is definitely you embody trustworthy and dependable, and your heart is huge. Solid gold. Love you too. And the talent I didn't mention either, because also you're now one of my favorite characters.
My wife's sitting right over there.
And I mean, we wouldn't be this group without David Schwimmer doing his part in the very beginning, saying the only way we're not going to resent each other after a negotiation is if we all get the same exact thing, and that was, everything.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
That was brilliant.
And everything, and he was right. And Courtney, there's no malice, there's no game, it's just the most honest, dependable, trustworthy person, and then also hilariously funny. Courtney is a really unique person. So, never met anyone like her. Matthew Perry is, I mean, I know it's been said, you know, one of the funniest people, but I don't know what I'm going to do not seeing you every single day and laughing. I mean, that's something I'm really going to miss, because I don't know of anyone who makes me laugh as much. And then Jennifer, who is just one big throbbing heart to me. That's supposed to sound good, but because you're all emotion and feeling and support. She's right there with you. Even if you said, I accidentally killed someone. Honey, it It wasn't your fault. It couldn't have been your fault. And, you know, just that kind of like loyal, unconditional support and love is who you are to me. Just, yeah.
Thank you.
And talented. She throws her script away practically, like the minute she gets it, because it's got to, you know, she's working from in here. And she gets it right. It's unbelievable to watch her work. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Coming up, Courtney and Jennifer talk babies. And a friend on the brink, Matthew Perry, on his struggle with addiction and his life or death decision.
If I keep living my life this way, there isn't going to be any life.
In real life, 4 of the 6 friends have tied the knot. Lisa Kudrow was the first, marrying advertising executive Michael Stern. She was also the first off-screen mom. Their son Julian is 5 years old. Courtney Cox was next. She walked down the aisle with actor David Arquette. 2 years ago, Jennifer Aniston said I do to Brad Pitt in a spectacular Malibu wedding. And the latest friend to hear wedding bells was Matt LeBlanc, who married longtime love Melissa McKnight in a romantic ceremony high atop a Hawaiian cliff. Okay, so let's talk about some of your life changes off camera, okay? Matt, you're recently married.
Yes.
And you're expecting your first baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she has 2 from her first marriage.
Uh-huh.
Tyler and Jacqueline, they're great.
And I hear you're great with them.
I don't know the answer to that myself, but yes, I am.
Amazing.
Yes.
I love him.
Yeah. Is he? He's great with them. Yeah, great with them. Okay, and now, so what's it like to be expecting?
It's exciting, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's great. It's a pregnant woman's a beautiful thing.
Pregnant woman's a beautiful thing. Boy, you're going to win a lot of points for that, Matt. Everybody's like, when is that Joey show coming on? Well, everybody knows Matthew went through a life crisis and really inspired a whole lot of people, actually, when you revealed your addiction and you got a lot of help. I thought that was really amazing that you had the courage to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saved you.
You know, it actually has very little to do with courage at first. It's really it's kind of a life or death kind of situation. So what saved me was finally getting a little bit of clarity in my life and realizing that this was it. If I keep living my life this way, there isn't going to be any life. So you ultimately kind of, I guess the key word is surrender, and you realize that you need help. So you finally ask for it, and you realize the Matthew Perry plan sucks. So,
Yeah.
So you know.
Was it hard to see a friend in trouble? Yeah, for you guys, David?
Yeah.
Watching a friend in trouble?
It was really, it's really hard.
Yeah. And I think I'd read that you'd said this, Matthew, that you knew that even though there were other people trying to help save you, that you knew you had to hit your own personal bottom.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, you've been able to see in the last half hour how wonderful all these guys are, you know, and these are the people that I work with, you know. But it really is for anybody out there struggling. You need to realize that it's time to do something about it, because you're so closed off to everything. So the most loving group of people who are saying every day, you know, we love you, can we help, doesn't really work until you realize
Until
you have to
hit it yourself.
Yeah.
And is there a moment or are there a series of moments?
For me, there was a moment.
There was a
But
moment.
There was a moment where you just kind of, it's kind of like God just kind of opens a window or shines a light on your situation for one split second.
Can you tell us what it was, or is it too personal?
The actual details of it are too personal, but it was, I mean, it hit me like a flash. It was like, oh, look what I've been doing for the last few years of my life, and now it's, that has to come first before anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I walked off a movie set and I stopped doing everything to
pull it together.
Go pull it together with help from people who were much smarter than me about this.
Because the Matthew Perry plan sucked.
Yeah.
Got that. Okay, so Jen, when this is all done, do you want to go home and have babies?
Yes. Gonna do that.
Will you do it immediately, like as soon as the show is
I'll
finished?
have him here in the dressing room. Waiting.
Yeah. Because do you think that the part of the whole Friends and everything that's happened in the past decade has, sort of kept you from it?
It just, I think the opportunity just hasn't really presented itself. And it just, there is that weird little knock and itch and thing that does start to happen as you enter into your 30s.
Are you itching?
I'm itching a little bit, yeah. Like, I'll take a puppy that I see and just devour it. Like any little thing, even little Maddie sometimes. No, definitely. It's that time. It's a good chapter, ending of this time period, and now on to the next chapter.
Yeah.
It's good.
Same thing, Courtney, in a recent interview I read, you were talking about having children. Yeah.
Yes, I want to.
Want to too?
Yeah, desperately.
You're itching? You feeling the itch?
Yeah, I'm 39. I've been itching for quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
But
Maybe little Maddie can help.
It's like a child sometimes. Kind of like a child.
Everybody says you're an amazing mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I've read that. I've heard that.
Oh, good.
What makes you so amazing?
Well, I guess,
Go ahead. Don't be modest about it. Go ahead.
well, for better or worse, I don't know. I know I'm obsessed with my child, and is he happy? And am I doing okay?
Well, that would make you having the intention to be a great mother all the time. So, Matthew and David, what's it like for you two being the only single guys, really?
Well, I'm not single. I have a beautiful girlfriend who's
okay then.
out there somewhere. I don't know where she is.
Okay.
But she's very camera shy, so she's probably hiding.
Okay. I was so happy to see on the show that you had a black girlfriend. That was very nice. On the show.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
that worked for me. That worked for me. Yeah. Okay.
We'll talk.
Okay. What is it that you really wish for each other when this is done, when this is all said and done? Go ahead.
I wish that the Joey Show is a huge hit for Matt. And I wish for Lisa, she's got a lot going on right now. She's producing now, and I think she's going to be just amazing at it. So I hope that goes great. And of course, her son, Julian, I hope that she's just the greatest mom. And I just hope that she enjoys every day as much as she's been enjoying the last 5 years of his life. Thanks. And Schwimmer, he's an amazing director. So I don't know if your aspirations are to continue to direct, but I want you to. So I hope you get married one day because you're going to make a great husband. And Matthew, I hope that he's just grown so much, and I'm so proud of him, and he's so strong, and I just love him.
Thanks.
And Jennifer, I hope that she just is the happiest person in the world because she deserves to be. And so I just want her to be the most happy and have all of her personal dreams fulfilled.
Can I ask you guys, is any part of this scary? Because when something's worked so well for so long, and you've been so good at it, I mean, it's, I think, for a lot of people, very difficult to stop doing something that really works well and that you've been so successful, and it would be scary. Is there anybody here who's just a little scared?
I was terrified. But
About the idea of it ending?
Yes. But then I, luckily embrace what's going to happen, and yeah.
I was scared over stupid things. Like, I mean, there are some great perks. Okay? I mean, they're stupid, but I like being able to get into a restaurant.
Yeah?
I don't know when that is going to end.
You're still going to be able to get into a restaurant. We've actually had this discussion.
But I don't believe you.
You think, like, if the show's going to be over and then people say, you can't come in here.
Not quite that bad, but, I don't know, stupid stuff. Like,
I get you.
You know what
Matt, it's your turn to talk about your castmates.
Okay. Lisa is a big old smarty pants, and her laugh is incredibly infectious, and if she goes, everyone's gone.
She's the best ever.
And she is a great mom, and her son Julian's a little angel. I love him. He's great. He's a cutie pie. And David is the consummate professional. He really is. And has the ability to really pull at your heartstrings while making you laugh your ass off. So he's really great. And Courtney, I just love. She's so sweet and so smart and generous, and I think has really found a funny voice for her character, you know. And Matthew Perry is so razor sharp and smart and inventive and knows right where the funny is. It's really great working with you. I've learned a lot.
I love that, knows right where the funny is.
He really does.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a good description.
like his character on TV, will kind of, when there's a sensitive moment, he'll make a joke, but really he's an old softy. He's a good guy. And Jen is one big giant heart. It's, over the last couple of seasons, I've had the pleasure of really working close with Jen. You're so alive on stage, and you just really work from the heart, and are really sensitive, and really ground the material, and really have a great work ethic, and really just dynamite. As a whole, I think from these 5 people here, I've really learned a lot about what I do for a living from them. It's really been an education, and thanks, you guys.
For years, millions have copied their trendy style. Next, Jennifer Aniston and Courtney take us on a rare backstage tour to the wardrobe department. We're looking in their closet. Okay, so here's the Friends' favorite hangout. Everybody knows this. You watch the show. This is Central Perk. Lisa and David, you're going to show us around?
Yeah, we're always here.
Okay, this is where you guys always, this is it.
We don't sit back there.
Yeah.
We do drink real coffee during the show.
Is that a real cake?
This is real.
Real cake?
Real. We got real food here, and
Well, but you need to check, because it's real from a month ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Central Perk's comfy chairs and squishy sofas are inviting. So much so, this set has been copied and immortalized by coffee houses around the world. I thought it was a great big coffee house. I mean, I've been on sets before, but is it smaller than you thought, audience? Yeah, a little smaller than you thought. Well, now we're going to Monica and Chandler's apartment where the whole gang spends a lot of time. So, guys, hi. Hey. Hey, show us around your pad. Oh, okay. This is very nice. The cranberry.
Yeah, Monica always has something fancy on the table. I don't know where she gets it.
handled all that.
For seasons, meticulous Monica's taste has been eclectic, mixing modern, classic, and quirky. In person, you notice a lot more tchotchkes.
I wanted to show you how romantic our bedroom is.
Okay.
So you can just
Let's see.
follow here.
Okay.
See how beautiful?
Oh, yeah. Hi. Yeah. That's the bedroom.
We don't like to have sex unless 300 people can watch.
You can watch. Okay, right. This is it. It's small, but cozy. It's functional.
Hi, guys. Monica, we're going to take us. We live across the hall.
This is nice. Thank you. This is good.
You want to see what happens when everybody runs up the stairs, coming up frantically? There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there. See?
Oh, this is when they come running
up the stairs.
Yeah.
And there's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Oh, and here's where Joey lives.
There's where Joey lives.
Oh, there's Joey.
There's no ceiling.
There's no ceiling.
Did you know that? That's where we live. Come on in.
Come on in.
Well, the foosball, probably the most famous foosball table in the world right there.
Probably in the Smithsonian.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Or at my house.
At your house. What do you think you guys are going to take from the set? Do you think you actually end up taking some stuff?
Matthew Perry will probably take that. I'll take this.
You'll take the chair?
Are you seriously?
Yeah. Would you really?
I won't take that.
Why?
Probably get in trouble.
What are you going to take?
Leave that.
Are you going to take anything?
I want to take a blanket that used to be on the couch that I want to take.
Really?
Oh,
to
you
keep?
take that?
Yeah.
I already took it.
You did?
Okay, what's back there? There's your bathroom?
Don't go in there. Don't go. Shut the door. I didn't clean up.
Okay.
It's fake.
Over the years, Friends has been known for its trend-setting hip style. Let me shop and no one gets hurt. We couldn't leave without checking out the wardrobe department.
Stand in front of this mirror and tell me you've never looked better in your life.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling myself here.
This is the feel-good mirror right
Feel
here.
good. Oh, let me look at my butt. Oh, very nice. Very good. Do you get to decide at all what you want to wear as the character?
Oh, yeah.
Does the character get to decide?
Yeah, the character definitely. I mean, they pull the most amazing clothes, and then you guys go. It's like you get to shop and put clothes on, and
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of
There's a
fun.
little Vuitton bag over there. Right? Oh my gosh, you got all the stuff. Oh boy, and this is a little Fendi thing here going on. Look at the men over there. Look at the guys. Do you guys have as much fun with the clothes stuff as the girls?
Well, no.
The dresses don't fit us
dresses
quite as
are
good.
a little-
No, they really don't.
Do you realize this is probably the last time we're all going to be here in the coffee house?
The Friends say they've grown up on this set, and leaving the stage is like leaving home. They're even leaving a chef they lovingly call Mom. This Inger?
This is Inger right here.
Oh my goodness, Inger.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're the famous salad lady.
Well, I kind of shakes it up a little bit.
And so you just ask for whatever you want and Inger gives it to you? Is that it?
Well, hopefully on a good day, yeah.
Oh,
She's
thanks.
the greatest. Yeah.
What's your specialty today? What'd you make today, Inger?
I made egg scramble.
Yeah. Stop making up the accent. Just talk like you really do.
Will you watch the final episode together?
Yes.
You will watch the final
absolutely.
episode together.
For sure.
For sure.
I'm telling you now.
Well, we will all be there in front of our TV set. America will be watching. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much. Thank you. America. It's going to be a big night.